video for really getting into the hip space. So really good if you've been sat down a lot today, or even if you're just waking up in the morning and you want to get some energy flowing in a nice and gentle way. So we are going to start today's practice in a mountain pose. Now your feet can be hip widths apart or flush together. It's really your choice. But if you are feeling quite tight in the hips or you have been sitting a lot, it can be nice to just give yourself a little bit of space there. So really grounding through our feet, pressing through all four corners, so it can help kind of lift the toes, so you can feel your feet pressing into the earth, and then release your toes down. Okay, find that lift. So that lift in our front body and that grounding through the back body. We're opening up our hands, we're sending the shoulders so you can even bring them up and back and down. To allow that opening in our chest. And tucking the chin ever so slightly so that the neck is an extension of the spine. Taking your gaze down or closing the eyes, whatever feels good for you. And already, this is so powerful. But now it's your job just to bring the breath. So just noticing as the breath comes in through your nose. And seeing if you can send it all the way down to your feet. Now, when we're doing this, it's very difficult to send your breath down to your feet. But what we're doing is we're creating a visualization. So our brain is an amazing thing. So the visualization of sending our breath down to the feet can really help us to bring this awareness. So just breathing in all that lovely fresh energy and exhaling, just letting any stagnant energy go. Anything that's not serving you today, consider it gone. We only have this moment right now, and you are rocking it. Okay, blinking the eyes open, we're going to ground through our left leg and just start playing with a little bit of balance here. So making sure to keep a point of focus. And of course you can always use a wall or a chair or anything else that's going to help you with the balance, because we're not doing a lot of balance today. It's just this little bit here, so any standing balances anyway. And then we're just going to just open up, so drawing circles with the knee there. Keep breathing. It can be really good to just bring the thumb up here to your heart space to just encourage that lift in your chest. Okay, so talking about visualization, this is a great way to kind of visualize our chest lifting into that thumb. And then go ahead and just take that right leg behind you, holding on to the foot or the ankle. Staying nice and tall. Spine nice and lengthened. Keep breathing. If you wobble and you fall out of it, that's okay. That's all good. Just come back to it. And then release. You can shake it all out. And we'll do the same on the other side. So grounding through our right leg this time, lifting our left leg up and down first of all, just to find our balance. And then we can work on opening it up nice and slow. And your hands can be on your hips, hands can be on your knee, whatever feels good. And then taking it behind. Again, keeping that lift in the chest. And release it down. Okay, finding that mountain, so if you need to wiggle it out again, that's okay. Going back to that mountain. Big inhale, come down to come up. Full body stretch here. And exhale, bend the knees and come down. Inhale brings you up halfway, so a nice flat back position, lengthening through the spine, through the neck, through the crown of the head, and exhale down. Now slowly, really slowly, we're going to roll on up, but think like one vertebrae at a time here. And as we get to the top, we're going to lift the shoulders up, back and down. Maybe check in with the neck a little bit. And then we're going to reverse it, so we're folding down nice and slow, noticing how that feels, allowing our head and our hands to get heavy here, bending the knees a little bit if you need to. In fact, a little micro bend is always good there. Maybe hold opposite elbows and find a little sway. And then planting the hands down. And we're going to make our way to a tabletop position. So take your time getting there. Bring your hands below your shoulders, knees in line with your hips there. And you're going to drop the belly, inhale, look forward. And exhale, round through, so pushing through the hands, rounding the spine, looking towards your navel. And inhale, drop the belly, look forward. And exhale, round it through. One more time, you've got this. You're doing beautifully. And exhale, round it through. Okay, back to center. We're pushing away from the mat. We're not collapsing. We're staying nice and strong in our core. And we're just going to send our right leg out and just rock a little bit forward and back. So where the toes are curled under here. So this can feel really nice, especially if we've been wearing shoes a lot. It'd be good to just stretch out the feet. And then really keeping that core strong, we're going to lift that leg to hover. Just peek back at your toes and make sure they're facing down. And then exhale, step them forward. You can shift the other knee just back a little tiny bit, and it can also feel nice to double up on the mat, or if you have a folded towel or blanket, you can always use that to support the knee here. Well, we're just going to come up and just find a little dynamic movement here, forward and back. It's really getting into that hip space. And then coming here so that our knee is in line with our ankle. Our core, again, nice and strong. And then we can send our arms up, shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale down. But bringing the hands down so that they are on the left side of your foot. And then we're going to just walk the right foot to the edge of our mat, toes facing out. And we're just going to hang here for a few breaths. If you want a little bit of movement there, we can kind of bring our right hand to our knee and lovingly just open and close here, lifting our foot off the earth. Maybe even then finding some stillness. Just letting your breath move you. And then sending it back, coming into a child's pose here. Or if that does not feel good for you, just take your knees as wide as the mat, big toes to touch, and take an extended child's pose. And you could even stack your hands here to bring the earth to you, wherever you are. And then sending it forward, back into that tabletop position. And this time we're sending our left foot out. So remember, curling the toes, we're rocking back and forward, bringing the breath. And then let's find our balancing table by pressing through the hands, pressing through our right foot, keeping a nice strong core, lifting our left leg, toes facing down. You can peek back if you want to, just to make sure they're facing down. Keep breathing. And on an exhale, step it up. Again, you can choose to pad this knee here, if that feels good for you. We're just going to come up, find our movement here, and take it nice and slow. Okay, and then finding our space where the knee is over the ankle, core nice and strong, sweep the arms up, and then exhale, bring it down, hands to the right side of your mat, and then walk the left foot over towards the left. And again, we can stay here for a few breaths. Or you may take that left hand to that knee, find a little movement there, until settling into something that feels good, that feels like the stretch that you really want to take today. And your body's like, oh yeah, there it is. Okay, bringing it back. Stepping that foot back. This time we are going to take the knees as wide as the mat, big toes to touch, and send the sit bones back and melt towards the earth. Again, you can bring the earth to you with bolsters, blocks, or your fists, or sofa cushions, anything you want that's going to find comfort in this pose. As well as that sensation in our hips. We've been working on them in that short amount of time, creating space, releasing stress and tension. We've done a lot here, physically, energetically, mentally. So just taking this moment to just pause. We are going to stay here for just a few more minutes. So if that feels like enough for you, you can go ahead and take a seat. You could maybe take a butterfly. You could come down onto your back. Just take something that's going to allow you to find this stillness just for a couple more minutes here. Lengthening the breath. As you inhale, really filling the belly. Breathing into that heart space. And down into your hips. And exhaling, letting it all go. Feeling just the tension just leave your body. If it helps, you can even do a little horse lips here, where you take a nice big breath in and I'm very sorry if you was getting really into a relaxation nap and I just did that. But give it a try. It really does help to relax you, even if it just gives you a giggle. But no, really it does just help to settle in. So you only need to do it once or twice and then just come back to your own natural breath. And now if you are in an extended child's pose, you are very welcome now to take the option of going onto your back. If you are on your back already, or feel free to stay there or change it up, whatever feels good for you. I invite you to just take your legs a little bit wide, if that feels okay for you, and the arms out so that they're coming off of the mat, palms open and just really allowing yourself to take up space here. Because you are worthy of this space. If you have time to stay here longer, you absolutely can. Otherwise, we're going to just wiggle our toes, wiggle our fingers, wiggle our hips. And just go ahead and hug the right knee in. Maybe doing a few circles with the ankle, or even finding a few circles with the knee. And then release it down and pick up the left leg, hug that knee in. Find something that feels good. And then you're just going to come to roll onto your side. Nice and easy, nice and gentle with yourself. And then pushing up to a nice comfortable seat of your choice. And we'll bring our hands together at our heart space. I am strong, I am healthy, I am powerful, I am awesome. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.